A view of I-40 in Chesapeake Energy Arena, taken from the Skydance Bridge in Oklahoma City. That's our setting tonight. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, we've got the Indiana Pacers playing against the Oklahoma City Thunder at Chesapeake Energy Arena. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, the Oklahoma City Thunder has moved up the rankings defensively year after year. Coach Billy Donovan said, "I've said it all along. We've got to be a team that hangs our hat on defense. And with their size and athleticism, there's no reason they can't be the best defense in the league." Kevin?
And they bring that physicality. Thank you, David. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Brogdon.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Brogdon and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. Sabonis and Turner up front, and it's Lamb in at the 3. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Ferguson in at small forward.
And you can't say Indiana didn't work the ball last year. Top 5 in field goal percentage.
Yeah, you know what? It was a combination of things, and I'm a little biased having my roots with the Pacers, but they consistently made the extra pass, the next pass. And they had veteran finishers as well. They were as fun a team to watch in the league for me.
Now here's Lamb. Shot clock at 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Little turnaround. Ferguson with the rebound. On offense, here are the Thunder. Pass to Paul. Passes it to Gallinari. Over Sabonis. And it's Gallinari missing. So Oladipo will bring it up for the Pacers. Last time they met was in Indiana.
And they did win that last game in this matchup, and it seemed they got the benefit of the whistle.
Yeah, a significant differential in free throws made. I mean, give them credit. They capitalized on those opportunities.
And the shot goes down.
Yeah, you know what? He's a skilled passer, so if you leave people open around Brogdon, he'll make you wish you didn't.
Paul looking over the floor. And there's the pass to Adams. Back to Paul. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. Perhaps no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still is strong as ever.
And he knocks down the first one. Clark, right around the halfway mark, and some players starting to feel a little bit beat up, taking those bumps and bruises. Is it hard to decide which injuries to play through versus the ones that make you sit and miss a game?
You know, I don't think so. If you're a younger player, it may be a little more difficult, but as you've spent time in the league, you know your body. You understand what's an ache and a pain and something you can play with, or an injury that really hampers you. So I think as you mature in the league, it becomes much easier to know what's an injury and what's something that you can work through.
That word tolerance becomes pretty important, doesn't it?
Yeah, and everybody's a little different in that regard, Kevin. Some guys have a high tolerance, others have a low or moderate. But again, it's about knowing your body.
Here is Paul after the basket by Sabonis. Paul passes to Adams. Back to Paul. To the paint. Sabonis with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Here's Oladipo. It's good.
And the offense, I mean, 3 or 4, a solid start for this game.
It's been a slow start here for Oklahoma City. Trailing by 4. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
And the first few seasons in the NBA, not an easy time for Terrence Ferguson. Young wings have their ups and downs, but the franchise still very much believes in his talent.
First one falls for him. And with Ferguson, the fans can be hard on him. They're expecting more. But, Greg, it's going to take time for him.
You know, Ferguson has already made big strides with his defense. The shot and consistency will come, but the fans will have to be patient with it.
T.J. Leaves checked in for Miles Turner. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Pacers leading by 3. Brogdon with it. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. It's Oladipo on the wing. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. And it's 7 points for Victor Oladipo.
Only 1 miss in the first 5 attempts, clearly feeling it.
And here is Paul. 17 points for him last game against New Orleans.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
Now here's Oladipo. Following the shot by Chris Paul. Down low. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Boy, I love how unselfish Oladipo is. Great at getting his teammates involved and on-time, on-target passes.
Paul passes to Gallinari. Adams trying to free himself up. Nice D from Sabonis. The Pacers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Brogdon kicks to Leaf. Shot from 12, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now here's Paul. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Paul with the ball. He's guarded by Brogdon. Gallinari. That one off the back iron and out.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
No good from Lamb. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
The shot's good from Paul.
You know, it's really quite remarkable how well Paul operates on the inside. I mean, he's not just a perimeter player. I mean, if he can get in tight, he's going to do it.
Now, here's Brogdon. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Steven Adams picks one up. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pacers.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
The first free throw is good.
Well, you know, he might be one of the more overlooked players, but Malcolm Brogdon, he had a sensational season last year. I mean, his efficiency, his maturity, this guy was a huge reason the Bucks were so tough.
Brogdon hits them both. And Brogdon was fantastic on offense. As you said, great percentages, Clark, in every category.
Boy, this guy is so highly efficient. When you look at Brogdon and how he plays and what he does, I mean, the numbers speak volumes. But I think it's more his disposition, his demeanor, and his overall impact on winning. He's an outstanding two-way player. In my mind, a borderline all-star.
Oladipo outside. Pass to Sabonis. Here's Brogdon, defended by Paul. A new 14 for Indiana. Brogdon finds Sabonis. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Thunder trailing by 10. Here's Gallinari. Pacers with the rebound. Sabonis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Brogdon off the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Fades away. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Pacers leading by 12. And taken away by Paul. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And a look at the recent power rankings. Some interesting stories here in the early part of December. Taking a look at Utah. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I look at Oklahoma City. They've had an interesting start to the year. Lately, they put together some nice wins, and you get the general sense that their confidence is growing.
Now, here's Oladipo. Steven Adams unable to get his last shot to go. Now, here's Oladipo. He's tightly guarded, off target at the rim. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, a look at that 2018 Clippers draft pick and Gilgeous-Alexander. His incredible size at the point guard spot makes him one of the more intriguing players from that class.
And the first one at the line is good. And last season with Gilgeous-Alexander, Greg, you could see what he was capable of with his length.
Well, he is just so difficult to slow up when he's running downhill at a defender. Already a plus defender, and his offense coming along, he could be a scary figure at that point guard position.
And he makes both free throws. Pacers leading by 10. McConnell passes to Warren. Charity stripe shot. That shot missing. So the Thunder will take it the other way.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now here's Schroeder. 11 points for him in that last game against New Orleans. It's rebounded by Indiana.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Fires at the elbow. And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo. Oladipo's got 12 in the game. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 15-point game. And Noel with the basket on the assist by Schroeder.
Hey, just give Noel the rock in the post, and he knows what to do from there. Excellent presence in the low post.
Indiana's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Pass to Sabonis. He kicks it to Warren. McConnell in the corner. Here's Sabonis. 2 points. That one goes. Sabonis has got his second basket.
Oh, I love the aggressive nature with which Sabonis offensive rebounds. He hustles. He's got great energy, but he's also pretty skilled. And you saw all of that right there.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, last season, Dennis Schroeder transitioning to more of a sixth-man role with the Thunder.
And for his first go at that role, I thought Schroeder looked really good. He's always been able to score and create, and coming off the bench might be the best spot for him.
And he knocks down the first one. Clark, we're seeing a lot of shooters drawing contact. They have that art form down. They know exactly what to do and how to position their bodies, don't they?
Yeah, they really do, Kevin. And I don't know if anybody's any better than James Harden, in part because he's so skilled with the ball, but he's a really thick, strong, agile guard, which makes him hard to defend without fouling him. And he's really developed that ability to seek contact in a legal manner. And I don't think anybody does it any better than him.
Now, here's McConnell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Sabonis inside. Fade away. And again, it's Indiana.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Schroeder with the ball. He's covered by McConnell. Schroeder outside. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10. Right at him. Get to the rack.
Here's McConnell after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. Now McConnell kicks to McDermott. There's the dish to Warren. Clock at 6. And it's denied. They recover it. Thunder trailing by 13. Schroeder right side. Passes to Baisley. He's looking for Muscala and finds him. Shoots over McDermott. And there's another one for the Thunder.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. Looked like they were just going through the motions.
Yeah, you know, to me, I agree. They just never looked engaged, which is surprising considering how close the game ended up being.
1:46 left to play in the first quarter. McConnell kicks to Warren. There's the pass to Sabonis. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Outside Holiday. It's stolen by Schroeder. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Here's Robertson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And let's take a quick look at some stats for Dennis Schroeder. His last 10 games, he's averaging 14 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
No good on the free throw. And he can't hit the second. You know, Greg, for the Thunder fans, hard to see their star power dwindle, but they got a lot in return.
Yeah, but the Thunder were capped out. Hadn't made it past the first round in 3 years. And in exchange for Paul George, they got one of the richest trade packages in league history.
The Pacers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Warren.
And, you know, when most teams lose their clear #1 guy, they start going south. That's exactly what happened for Indiana last season.
Now here's Schroeder. Pass to Robertson. 6 on the shot clock. And here's a nice one-handed slam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Pacers leading by 10. Now here is Holiday. No points in the game yet for him. Sabonis kicks to Warren. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel. Pacers have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Warren. 36 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Schroeder outside. Pass to Beasley. 23 seconds left here in the first quarter. Schroeder left side, just 4 to shoot. Misses the 3.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Holiday with the 3, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Pacers lead by 12. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. There's a great friendship between Melo, LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Paul. And Chris talked about where all that started.
It's been a sort of long relationship, you know, and obviously me, Bron, Melo, D. Wade have all really gotten really close. And that stems from the time with the Olympics, USA teams, and then just sharing a lot of the same likes and values and having kids and family and different things like that.
And you see that a lot nowadays. Star players developing friendships and GAs spending time with each other off the floor.
Yeah, some people hate it because they want that bad blood you used to see, but no reason you have to hate someone to really compete against them.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And quite a position here for the Pacers to be in. What do you guys think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
On the court right now for the Pacers, Doug McDermott is out there with Turner. And it's T.J. McConnell. Then there's Warren, and it's Holiday in at the point guard position. The first free throw is good. Mark, as you're watching a game unfold, what characteristics do you look for in a great closer?
Obviously confidence, a real eagerness to make difference-making plays late, and somebody who can create his own shot if a play breaks down. I mean, that's essential.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And for the Thunder, a lot of the assistant coaches leaving this past summer. Greg, how much of a concern is that for head coach Billy Donovan?
Possibly a sign that Donovan could be on the hot seat in OKC. I mean, 3 consecutive first-round exits. Donovan on the final year of his deal. The clock is definitely ticking.
Here's Muscala, and it's sent back by Turner.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does. Yeah, you know, this is Indiana's second year now, guys, without Paul George. Obviously, that trade had a ripple effect, and in some ways, it's still being felt.
The first one falls, and the Pacers ended up with a pretty decent deal given George's public demands.
Yeah, I agree, because it was a tough situation for the Pacers once it became clear Paul George was not going to re-sign. The Pacers happy with Oladipo and Sabonis, actually thrilled, but at the same time, you look at OKC and Paul George putting up MVP numbers, makes you wonder what could have happened had he stayed.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That will be the fourth of the string of 5 played on the road. Here's Warren. He's coming off a 10-point game against Memphis. Shot clock at 5. The 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You take a look at the Pacers. I know they would have liked a better start, but they're 10th in the conference right now.
And when I look at Indiana, they had the kind of hot and cold start that we've kind of come to expect. Nothing that would indicate they're in for any kind of a breakout season.
And, you know, perhaps with a roster move or two later on, Greg, they can start to break out of that pack.
This is to Holiday. McDermott for 3. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
An accurate shooter off the pass. McDermott feels comfortable firing as soon as he catches it.
Now here's Robertson. He's covered by McConnell. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. For Oklahoma City, they have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And, guys, I'd have to credit the work they put in at the free throw line to practice this season. I mean, because they have noticeably improved since a year ago.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And the Thunder making a change here. Paul's checked in. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Indiana. Turner against Noel. Passes it to Muscala. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, there's nothing like being unselfish as a player, and Noel was outstanding in that regard. Reading the entire floor and finding his guys for high percentage shots.
Now, here's Brogdon. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production.
And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to lead the Bugs. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
For Indiana, they have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And, you know, the 2016-17 Rookie of the Year continues to impress. Brogdon is a valuable role player who does a lot of things well.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Ferguson's checked in, and the Pacers also making a change. Lamb's checked in. Brogdon hits them both. Clark, you were so prolific in so many areas of the game. Which part of basketball came the easiest for you?
I think the rebounding piece. I always had a knack for sniffing out missed shots and had the size and timing and hands to chase down rebounds, but that was probably the strength of my game and the most unique part of it at an early age. And then the ball handling. My dad was 6'4" in the 50s, which meant you pretty much played inside, and he drummed into my head and my heart, make sure you can handle that ball. So from the time I started playing, I was dribbling and making sure I could handle it, and it served me well during my playing career.
All right, a chance to check out some stats for Brogdon. How last month turned out for him, averaging 12 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
First free throw is good.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Brogdon hits them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Ball against Brogdon. Now here's Paul. He's guarded closely. Nobody near Schroeder. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Now here's Lamb. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Back to McDermott. It's deflected, and he recovers it. They shoot again. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
He's a decent rebounder for a forward. McDermott has the size and strength, I think, to make more of an impact on the glass.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Dennis Schroeder. And a change for the Pacers. Oladipo, he's checked in for Aaron Holiday. The free throw drops for McDermott.
Doug McDermott, a solid teammate because he embraces whatever his team asks of him, and he's a consistent perimeter threat.
Paul against Brogdon. Now here is Muscala. D right on him. Paul goes in. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Adams.
And when you're open, Paul will find you in a nanosecond. I mean, that's one thing that makes him really special.
Brogdon the pass to Oladipo. He kicks it to Turner. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Muscala, the pass to Paul. They get the rebound. The second chance effort. Now the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's in there. Gilgeous-Alexander's got it back down to single digits for Oklahoma City.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
Ball against Brogdon. Outside, Lamb. Rebound by Muscala. The Thunder have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Muscala. Paul outside. Right wing. That's a 2 from Ferguson. It's rebounded by Indiana.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And the shot goes in. And the Pacers lead by 10.
The feathery touch there. When Lamb has room to shoot the floater, he takes advantage of it.
Here's Paul. Following the basket by Jeremy Lamb. Paul finds Muscala. Back to Paul. A reverse. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 4th rebound in this one. Lamb passes to McDermott. And Indiana, another 3.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Ferguson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
And guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
First one falls for him. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Thunder. And the Pacers also making a change. Leaf checked in for Doug McDermott. Both shots good from the stripe. Pacers leading by 11. Lamb passes to Oladipo. And the layup's good off the glass. Oladipo's got 14 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Paul. 7 points in the game. A nice shot by Gallinari.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellas who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage.
Here's Brogdon. Gallinari making his last shot. Pass to Oladipo. Out to Turner. Shot clock at 6. Gallinari with the rebound.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Paul outside. Gallinari against Oladipo. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Outside Turner. Kicks to Oladipo. Floats one. Leaf. And he dunks it down.
Boy, you got to admire the passing skills of Oladipo. Easily connecting with teammates.
Paul against Brogdon. Lets it go with the 3. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's foul number 2 for him. Robertson, he's checked in for Chris Paul. And Indiana with a change here too. Warren's checked in. Brogdon the pass to Turner. Oladipo taking his time here. Back to Turner. This one for 3. Good. And it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got his 3rd assist on the night. Thunder trailing by 16.
Boy, quickly becoming a real force defensively. Miles Turner, one of the league's premier shot blockers.
Here's Ferguson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. T.J. Warren picks one up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
First free throw is good. And you look at the job description for an elite defensive big man. Nowadays, it's not enough to just protect the rim.
No, you've got to be able to move your feet and also defend on the perimeter as well. And that's where Turner's quick feet have helped him. He's able to guard smaller players and recover to the lane, and that's a nice combination.
That one misses. Last season, the NBA announcing the launch of a league in Africa, along with FIBA. Clark, what do you think of that move?
I think it's another example, Kevin, of the globalization of the game and the NBA's intentional, purposeful way of expanding and continuing to grow the game for the sake of the business of basketball which is a game that obviously you and I love.
And Clark, we see so many foreign players come into the NBA and play well. Not just play, but play well.
Yeah, and not just Africa, although
Right.
a number of players from Africa, but a number of different countries have signed on. It could make for a more exciting league.
And here are the numbers for Turner. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. He's right around 13 points a night, 12 rebounds, and almost 3 blocks. And really just excellent numbers. I like what we've been seeing from him across the board.
I do too. I mean, he's playing with much more focus now and a much higher level of intensity.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Thunder making a switch here. Noel's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Detroit Pistons. And then on Saturday, they're off to New York to face the Knicks.
And for their matchup with the Celtics, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
The first free throw is good. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for the Thunder. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Well, last season, a bit of a renaissance for Gallinari.
And the way Gallinari stepped up last season, Kevin, was a big reason the Clippers were as strong as they were. Now, on the other side of 30, he's been playing some of his best basketball here of late.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
It's Schroeder with the drive. Here's Adams. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Yeah, you know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
Indiana leading by 17. Oladipo outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you hear it all the time about how they say reaching the top can be the easy part. It's the staying there that's the true challenge. And Victor Oladipo achieved stardom, but has to make his way back after his knee injury in early 2019.
Now here's Schroeder. He has 5, and that one good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
1:39 left here in the second. Indiana's gotten hot from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. Oladipo, good. And Oladipo had already dealt with soreness in that right knee, and you talked about that, missing about a month earlier in the season.
And some suggested he came back too soon. Hindsight always 20/20, and players want to be out there to help win games. Sometimes teams have to protect them from themselves.
No good on the triple.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. .102 left in the first half of basketball. It's stolen. Can't hit that one. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Here's Baisley. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Baisley's got 6 points.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
McConnell passes to Turner. He dishes it to Oladipo. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. 20 points for Victor Oladipo.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Robertson. 6 to shoot. Back to Schroeder. Passes it to Baisley. From outside, off the mark. And Andre Robertson is going to pick up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. He's off on the first.
You look at Oladipo, and he is really embracing his role as the leader of his team. He's a ferocious competitor, but also a compassionate, good teammate.
Here's Schroeder. Lays it up and banks it in. Schroeder's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Victor Oladipo getting it done for Indiana. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. New Orleans, you guys had a tough time stopping their offense in the first half. What do you have to do differently?
You know, we got to protect the paint. They're getting way too many easy baskets. You know, that's us communication on front and the post and, you know, just communicating a lot more.
We'll see if those changes stick. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Victor Oladipo putting in some incredible work. He had 21 points, 4 assists, and 1 rebound. First 2 quarters from him were fun to watch. And Kenny, what'd you think about what we saw from Indiana?
Love the dog, and Oladipo, that's my guy. Everything has come together for him the last couple of years. He could take a game over on either end, and he's doing it more consistently now.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Oklahoma City.
Well, they struggle in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Victor Oladipo in this game, he has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So the Thunder 5 right now. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Ferguson in at the 3 spot. Well, it's a short list of point guards who are elite defenders, Clark, but Chris Paul is certainly on that list.
Well, you think about Chris Paul. In his younger days, Kevin, he was an absolute terror defensively. He could lock up any guard in the league. And even at his current age, as he's gotten older, he's still pretty stiff on the defensive end.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
Adams, the pass to Paul. Count that one. Paul's got 10 points in the game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's Brogdon following the basket by Chris Paul. Brogdon outside. To the middle. Here's Turner. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got 3 assists tonight.
Really adept at rolling after setting the screen. Turner, a difficult cover in these pick and rolls.
Now here's Paul. Gallinari outside. And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That's his first foul. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Now the feed to Paul. And he banks in the layup. Paul's got 5 points now this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And Oladipo kicks to Turner. And the pass to Brogdon. Back to Turner. And it's slammed in by Turner.
What athleticism from Turner. My goodness. He loves getting chances to throw it down like that.
Who got CP?
Paul with the ball. 12 points for him. Gallinari outside. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Turner.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
Now here's Lamb. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Adams, and there's another one for the Thunder.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
Here's Oladipo. He's got 21. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. That shot off the mark. Thunder trailing by 15. Here's Paul. The shot, no good. Nice D from Sabonis. Oladipo, the pass to Turner. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got his 5th assist in this one. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Pass to Gallinari. Lays it up off the glass. Gallinari's got his second bucket.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Ball against Brogdon. Down low, Sabonis banked in off the glass. Sabonis has got 8.
I love how Sabonis focuses in and maintains that concentration. Very good at taking on the aggressive defense.
Now here's Paul. 12 points for him. Pass to Ferguson. Adams down low. Turner covering. Adams' shot is good. 8 points for him.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Now here's Oladipo. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. And Adams sends it back. The drive by Paul. Bucket is good. Paul's got 7 now in this quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Brogdon against Paul. Brogdon kicks to Oladipo. And Adams sends it back. Over in the corner, Paul buries it from three-point range.
Boy, he's doing everything he can. At this point, the rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Here's Brogdon. He's got 8. Outside, Lamb. Unloads from 13. Thunder with the rebound. Adams has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Gallinari. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Paul against Brogdon. Pass to Oladipo. Outside, Lamb. 5 on the clock. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint. And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night. Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City. Lottery pick back in 2016, Clark, if there was a question for Domantas Sabonis coming into the league. It was about his length and agility relative to NBA athletes.
Yeah, and you know, those were legitimate questions, Kevin. He's not a big-time shot blocker, but he is nimble for a big guy. Doesn't possess the typical length of a guy his size, but he's got great strength. He's got good quickness, if not speed. And that strength and quickness and know-how serve him well.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. The Pacers also changing it up. McDermott's checked in for Jeremy Lamb. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Victor Oladipo. Kicks it to Noel. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Shot clock at 5. Shooter passes to Robertson from deep three-point range. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mike Muscala. That'll be his second foul of the game. Warren's checked in for Indiana. Pacers leading by 13. The pass to McDermott. He feeds it to Warren. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that have thrived on the fast break this season. Second, the Thunder.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the athletes to run the break all game long. So that's their edge. They're always looking to take advantage.
The Pacers making a switch here. McConnell's checked in. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. They trail by 14. Pass to Muscala. To the paint. Here's Baisley. Good. Baisley's got 8 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Holiday, the pass to Turner. Outside Warren. Shot clock at 6. Fires from the line. They get it back. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Thunder trailing by 12. Here's Baisley. 8 points for him.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
McConnell kicks to Holiday. To the inside, Turner. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And that's 11 points for Miles Turner.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
And that one's good. Schroeder. And so here is Indiana. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Pass to McConnell. Back to Holiday. Count that bucket. And the Pacers lead by 14.
Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
Passes it to Robertson. Inside, Muscala, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Poked loose. Turner dishes to Warren. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Robertson. Yes, that goes in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Holiday looking for an opening. Now, here's Warren. Guarded closer. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Noel's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
And it's sent back by Turner. Now the Pacers moving it up. Warren against Schroeder. To the inside. And Holiday with the basket on the assist by Warren. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well. And so far, are going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Pacers leading by 10. Right side Holiday. Rebound by Muscala. The Thunder shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Here's Baisley. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Now here is Holiday. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Right side Warren. Thunder with the rebound.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Holiday against Schroeder. Feeds to Noel. And Noel throws it down.
And you can see that Noel has a very firm understanding of the game. I mean, knowing when to roll hard to the bucket after setting the pick.
Indiana's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Now here's McDermott. He's covered by Muscala. McDermott finds Holiday. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Robertson, and the dunk by Robertson.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Outside Warren. 13 feet away. That one a little long.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. That one is no good. And here's McConnell. He has 6. The pass to Leaf. Now Warren from deep. And that one released in time, but no good. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Indiana out in front. They're up by 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for Indiana, we've got Malcolm Brogdon. Leaf is out there with McDermott, and it's T.J. McConnell, and it's Warren in at the 3, the small forward.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Here's Paul following the basket by T.J. Warren. Paul passes to Gallinari. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. T.J. Warren picks one up.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Thunder with some changes. Ferguson's checked in for Nerlens Noel. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Then for the Pacers, Sabonis comes in for Doug McDermott. And it's Victor Oladipo in for T.J. McConnell. Gallinari hits them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Sabonis kicks to Warren. The Thunder pull it in. Gallinari's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Here's Brogdon following the score by Oklahoma City. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Lamb is checked in for T.J. Warren. "60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Brogdon against Paul. Brogdon the pass to Oladipo. Leaf kicks to Oladipo. Just 5 on the clock. Now the tremendous work ethic of Victor Oladipo helping him return from that knee injury.
And, you know, it hasn't been easy. Anytime you come back from that kind of injury, a lot of work goes into that. Not only physically is it a challenge, it's a challenge mentally, too. But his positive outlook, his attitude and work ethic, serving him well in getting back.
And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
Now here's Paul. Gallinari outside to take the lead. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Here's Leaf, and a wide open look for Lamb. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Now here's Paul. The dish to Gallinari, and there's the feed to Adams. Had the space there, but it's offline. Indiana leading. Outside, Lamb. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And it's the Thunder with the ball. Here's Paul. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Sabonis.
That's an example of Chris Paul reading the floor and being aggressive. The defense can't react quick enough, and he gets a trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And, you know, it seems like Paul is ageless. I mean, still sharp, still quick and fast, and one of the most active players on the floor at all times.
And Paul drills both of them. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. To the paint, here's Oladipo, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his 7th assist here tonight. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Gallinari outside, a 3-ball. That one doesn't drop, and Indiana will come the other way. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Paul against Brogdon. It doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Paul. They get a hand on it. Gallinari passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Ferguson for 3, sinks the triple. Ferguson's got the lead up to 1 now for Oklahoma City. And Brogdon has got the ball here for Indiana. Pass to Leaf. Oladipo for 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Brogdon with it. He's picked up by Paul. Upside Lamb. Brogdon against Paul. Sabonis. Leaf, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Chalk up 2 there.
Tell you what, guys, the aggressiveness on defense just hasn't been there this half. Not like it was in the first.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Paul against Brogdon. Pass to Sabonis. Clock at 4. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Yeah, first turnover of the game. Overall, though, he's been rock solid.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for the Pacers. The Thunder leading by 3. Left side, Adams. Back to Paul. Here's Ferguson. He's guarded by Brogdon. Ferguson kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Adams trying to free himself up. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Now here's Brogdon. Defense is right there, and that one is good.
Good trickery that time with the ball by Brogdon. Nice finish as well.
Passes it to Adams. Turner with the steal. Brogdon with it. To the middle. And Turner with the basket on the assist from Brogdon. Brogdon's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And historically, you almost never saw a great shot blocker who could also knock down triples at a high clip. But count Miles Turner among the unicorns who provide that rare combination.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He's not happy with what he says are late rotations defensively against their three-point shooters. And then at the offensive end, he wants his guys to get their own shots within the rhythm and flow of the offense. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And the stretch center in demand. For Miles Turner, Greg, how does he take that next step as a player?
Getting stronger. And continuing to improve his recognition and communication at both ends of the floor.
Stolen by Brogdon. Here's the teardrop. Second shot opportunity. Sabonis, no good. Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Paul. Gallinari right side. Over Sabonis. The Thunder with another miss. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Count that one. Turner's got 12 points here in the second half.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And here is Paul. The pass to Gallinari. Back to Paul. Shoots over Brogdon. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Paul.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
Now Brogdon. Oladipo outside. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. And it's 29 points for Victor Oladipo. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Gallinari inside the three-point line. Again, the Thunder score.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
The Pacers have gone through the 4th quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. And Brogdon, here we go. Outside, Lamb. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brogdon.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Ball against Brogdon. Here's Adams. Kicks it out to Paul. Pass to Gallinari. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Indiana leading. Brogdon outside. Pass to Oladipo. Teardrop shot. And yes, it's good. Oladipo's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Pass to Adams. Here's Ferguson. Turner covering. No good. Nice D from Sabonis. Pacers leading by 3. Now here's Lamb. Over Paul. And again, it's Indiana converting.
I really like this guy's mid-range game. Lamb's in-between shot is often cash money.
Brogdon against Paul. Now the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Oladipo. The Thunder with another miss.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
And it's Paul penetrating, goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Paul's got 16 here in the second half.
A big bucket at a critical time. Chris Paul not going to leave it up to anybody else. He wanted that shot.
Oladipo outside. Down low. Here's Brogdon. Good. And it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Thunder trailing by 5. Paul passes to Gallinari. Got a piece of it.
Outstanding defensive instincts by Sabonis. Really good timing when to rise up to reject shots.
Brogdon kicks to Oladipo. Back to Brogdon. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That's his first foul. Oladipo outside. And that one, good. And now a 7-point Pacer lead.
Oladipo has really embraced the go-to role. This guy can heat it up in a hurry.
Paul finds Adams. And Adams with the slam. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 13 rebounds.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. The Thunder making the shot. Oladipo for 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. The drive by Paul. Yep, that one goes. Now it's just a 3-point Pacer lead.
Excellent burst that time from Paul to convert on the drive. He moves so well with the rock in his hand. Always under control.
Now here's Oladipo. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Here's Sabonis. The rebound by Steven Adams.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Here's Brogdon. It's not going to go for him. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Inside, it's deflected. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Paul. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. So Oladipo will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They led the game at 1 point by 20.
Growing up more and more, shots like this prove Lamb has the confidence and the presence of mind to take shots like that.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the basket by Jeremy Lamb. Gallinari trying to get open. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
This is when some players pull in and tighten up a bit, but if you're talking about CP3, this is when it becomes fun for him.
And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Fires from 18. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a 3.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the 3.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
And the Pacers call time here. They lead by 3. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Victor Oladipo.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And so here is Indiana. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're behind by 5. 3 seconds left in the fourth. Paul for 3, buries it from outside.
Paul is solid and sound in his mechanics. I mean, he gets squared up before he shoots. Really good balance and excellent follow-through.
So a close game sees Indiana take this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Victor. You've been really playing well on offense of late. What's going right for you at that end of the floor?
Patience, man, experience, belief, faith, all the above, man. Just coming out here working on my game. I'm just going to continue to keep growing, continue to keep staying close to my teammates, continue to keep working hard, and continue to keep getting better.
That is a crowded locker room with all those things in there. Thanks, Victor. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.